So how would somebody improve those skills of networking and selling themselves?
I think it would start with you doing some inventory of yourself. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So find out even the skills that you have. What are you currently doing and how can you sell that? So I think that the first thing will be the reflection. Just reflect on who you are and what you have, right? Because I feel like if you know what you have, it's very easy to talk about it and sell it.
Yeah.
So lots of people don't even know what they have or their potential.
I mean,
so it's
this
very
is
difficult for
exactly
them to even have a conversation.
It helps me to write it down sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't know what. So when I'm in a certain space, I know how to engage someone because I'm aware of what I have and I know what the person would benefit from what I have.
Could you let me?
I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yes.
You get what you mean.
Let's talk about our experience in relation to the interviews that we had with the Ghanaian people and the Nigerian people.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
All right. And you do realize that what she's saying, the Nigerian people sold themselves in such a way that it really caught our attention.
From resume to interview.
Exactly.
Yeah. The resumes were stronger.
Now, this is the question where I'll come to you. Do you feel like the people who are really looking for jobs, they've really built that skill enough to even adequate them to even get access to that job?
Why do you think the Nigerians are... do you think it's parenting?
I think when you I think Nigerians and Ghana, when you do that comparison, I don't think it's even the educational system or anything. I think it's just...
You think it's parenting?
No, but don't you
I think
think
it's their culture. They are very aggressive people. I
it's
think
not just that, but
they are go getters. Like they
one
just,
thing I always
that's how I feel.
noticed about Nigerian parents is that they put a lot of confidence into their kids.
Yeah.
They tell them from a young age, like, yo, nobody's better than you. Like, you're the best. Like, absolutely anything that you want to do, you can be the top at it. And, you never be afraid of anybody type of thing.
So
I think Ghanaians are more...
Exactly. So, you feel like it's just our laid back nature as Ghanaians, where we just don't know how to really sell ourselves really well.
Yeah, I think naturally we are laid back.
Because
I think Ghanaians are scared of people.
I mean, the experience we had was...
Like, they get intimidated.
I'm telling you, the experience we had, especially... I am Ghanaian, but Kojo, hasn't really lived in Ghana, so it was his first time experiencing, and he was totally in awe. Like, we complain about the unemployment bit, but yet it was the nature in which people even wanted the job and how they went at it, and it was so clueless. It was so like, you could not even feel the seriousness. And eventually, the job most of the people who work with us are Nigerians.
Yeah, I feel you.
And that's lost out. Ghanaians have lost out to that.
I actually have some employees. I have employees who reach out to me and tell me, like I was saying earlier, that, I have this role and I want you to recommend someone. I do that. And then the employer will call me and say, Akua, does she really want the job?
Oh.
Yeah, they will call me later and say, Akua, does she really want the job? And I'm like, why? I was like, even her aura is just off. Like, and there's someone who's been sitting home for like close to 3 years.
Okay, what do you think?
So did you understand what I mean? You should go with some. Yeah.
But why do you think it's like that? Do you feel like Ghanaians really want to work?
No. I think that's very...
I mean, there's very hardworking people on it. Like,
could you?
I think
you are in the space.
So to be fair, our upbringing too plays a role.
Akua.
I think so.
Akua, how? Look at you. You're a Ghanaian, aren't you?
Plays a role, though.
I am, but I'm not. I'm
So
I'm not like a super confident human being. No. I'm not your super. I think I use that word loosely. I'm a confident person, of course, with what I do and all that. I'm very confident, right? But I'm not an aggressive person. I think there's a difference. Okay. I'm confident, like, I can have a conversation with you. I can say, yo, I need you to give me feedback and I want you to be honest about it. A lot of Ghanaians can say that. And I'll just tell you, I'm like, yo, tell me as hard as it is or as difficult. Yeah, tell me. I'm very confident. Like, I when I want something, I'll go for it. Unless I don't want it.
So this is what you're playing.
But I'm not an aggressive person, as in, I'll be calling you every day just because I want something.
Okay. I mean, I get that.
Unless I don't understand what aggression is.
I mean, I get
aggression.
that
I think
bit.
is too.
I get
Sometimes
that
it's how you talk.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I've
Yeah.
noticed that.
Yeah, I can be very calm with what I'm saying, but I want what I want, but I'm calm about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
A lot of people,
yeah,
especially from like the East Coast in America, when they come here, they realize they kind of have to tone down the way they speak very directly. Ghanaians take it as offensive. No, seriously, because like sometimes aggression is seen in like the way you talk. Like you say something very direct. Like, yo, this is exactly what I want from you, and this is when I want it.
Yes. Yeah.
Ghanaians will see that as like, whoa.
What's that?
They more say like,
sugarcoat it a bit.
For example, like somebody from DC, they're not gonna say, "Hey, good morning. How are you? How are you feeling?" They're like, "Yo, did you get this thing done?" No. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Yeah. It's supposed to be done yesterday.
And it's impersonal.
And it's just like, yo.
Because Ghanaians are going to take it personal.
They'll take it. Ghanaians will take it very personal.
Yeah, I think it's a cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah, it's a cultural thing. You need to say hi to me. You need to.
It's a cultural thing.
You need to. Yeah, you're not insensitive.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not sensitive. Sorry, you're not sensitive. You're very insensitive. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
But it's also, that type of, there's a positive and negative, because that type of aggression, it kind of brings a little bit of the best out of you.
True.
You get a job done.
This guy's going to chew me out if I don't do it by this exact time. You know?
I think our laid back nature really just, it does certain things. Okay. So, this question here is something where, it's something that personally, due to the project that we are on, one of the things where we realized that it was a huge problem was access to better income, and it was something where we realized that, okay, if we could help people get access to better jobs, better income, it makes it possible for them to afford some of the projects we are on in relation to the real estate bit. Now, as somebody seeking for a job, all right, how can one prepare themselves adequately to be attractive enough for these kind of international jobs? Because it's one of the things where we realize that, do you even feel like Ghanaians are naturally in that zone where they attract these international jobs? And if you've had a certain type of experiences where you've helped some students get access to these international jobs.
Right. So I think first it will be the mindset.
Okay.
You first want to, or you first have to know that you are capable of getting opportunities anywhere, regardless of where you are, whether you're in Ghana or
how do you even build that mindset? Because Ghanaians are naturally shy, as you said.
People actually ask me that question. How do you build that mindset? Honestly, I don't have an answer. But then I think if you have a picture of where you want to go, right? Sometimes you have to just be intentional about changing something about you to get there. So that's why I say that I think we need to get to a point where we are honest about ourselves, right? And know that, okay, I am a little, I don't want to use the word laid back, but I am not too confident. We need to get there where we accept the fact that that's how we think of ourselves, right? And then take steps to changing that narrative that we have. And that would, some people do that through either getting someone to, like they call them their hype master, tell them that, hey, you can do it. And I went through that. So I had people who have to like talk to me and say, okay, you know what, you can do this thing. Sometimes just getting good people around you and saying positive things to you. And that's actually one of the ways that maybe you can help boost your